Everybody, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here, wrapping up Tuesday the 26th of December. It is the wee hours of the morning. It's actually just past midnight and I am done. My goal for tonight was $200 and I got it. And I don't want to stay out till 3-4 in the morning if possible. That's really not the intention. The intention is really to get the number that I want to get and then get out of there. And, that's the reality of this kind of equation, is that I could stay and grind for another $50, but I'd be so exhausted that by weekend I would run out of energy. Whereas if I go home while I still have some mental acuity and some brain power, get a decent night's sleep, get up and do it again, then I have a chance. I started today about 2 o'clock. So, it's an early finish, but, $200 between, let's call it 2-3 o'clock and midnight, because I've really been done about 20 minutes ago. I'm just heading home. Is, it's a pretty good haul for a Tuesday night. It's a really short amount of time. Normally I would be out till 2-3 in the morning to get that kind of a number on a Tuesday. And I think a lot of that is, I was strategic tonight. I didn't turn my app on in Maryland. I just got down to Silver Spring and then I started working the minute I got into the Silver Spring Inner Beltway area. I got a couple rides out in the burbs and then I got my butt to Reagan and I just worked Reagan. And a lot of it was getting rides on the way back to Reagan. I wasn't the kind of person that would just turn my app off, get to the airport, do another trip, turn my app off, get to the airport, do another trip. If I got a trip that took me to Virginia, like Fairfax, I left my apps on as soon as I got done dropping that person off, and I did rides from Fairfax and, worked my way back towards the city a little bit at a time. So I was constantly in motion tonight, never really had a dead moment, never really turned off my apps to reposition. Always working. If I was driving, I was working. And that's really the key to this. Somebody that I follow on Facebook, who's very, very smart and very, very hardworking, that's her strategy, is that she doesn't reposition. She basically is drop somebody off and wait for the next ride, and then if a ride doesn't come in about 5 minutes or so, then reposition. But she gives herself 5-10 minutes before she even thinks about moving. And, that strategy has been working for me. It was tough last week. It was very slow last week, I'm not going to lie. But in general, that strategy has been working for me the past couple months. And, I'm trying to stick to it. Sometimes it's hard, but I'm trying to be disciplined and really stick to that strategy. And I think not only is it better on fuel efficiency, because I'm not driving around looking for rides when, honestly, if I just waited for a minute or two, the rides would come to me anyway. But on top of that, I'm active. There's not a lot of dead time, guys. There's not a lot of dead time. So I am, I'm done. I'm happy with 200. I want to do 200 a night all week. I think I can do it. And, if I do that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are really going to just be balls to the walls. I feel like Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be like a 3-day Mardi Gras event, with Sunday being New Year's Eve, and then the Friday and Saturday leading up to it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of money to be had that weekend. But I'm hungry. I got Christmas bills to pay off. I got rent coming up. I got all those standard bills that we all have right about now, right after Christmas. And so my 2018 goal is to get out of debt as quick as I can. I've got a plan, and, it really involves me hitting the ground running. So if I can get a strong weekend now, then it just puts me in a better position for January 1st. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about tonight. And then on top of that, I've got a sinus headache that's just kicking my butt right now. So I am going to call it. And I will be back on the road tomorrow, guys. So I'm going to do another night in DC. I feel like this week, Baltimore is not the place to be. I'm going to head down to DC where I know I can make good money, and that's that, guys. So you guys all have a great night and get some rest, and I will see you guys tomorrow.